Christy here again at the Just Add Water Yoga Studio. I want to share with you today a 10-minute core igniting workout. So it is yoga based, but it's really focused on our front, back, and side body. Let's get started. Come to a seated position, bring your feet around in front, flat on the mat. Make sure you have room behind you. You can pull the flesh out from underneath your seat. Walk your feet together so the big toes touch. Pick up the chest so that there's the equal length front and back. Now we can sit up tall, but when we do that, we often pull our ribs in. So holding the knees or the backs of the thighs, sit as tall as you can and then lean back, but use your arms for a little bit of tension created through the shoulders. Be cautious not to let the front body shrink. Keep lifting up through the chest. Keep leaning back and even lift the toes and eventually your heels, and you'll find your tailbone. There's like a little triangle on the sitting bones to the tail that we prop ourselves up on. Now, use the hands to hold the knees for a moment so that you feel the front of your hips relax. We don't want to be in our hip flexors if we can help it. They will turn on a little, but try not to overdo it here. Keep the big toes touching. Spread the toes, even push out through the mounds of the feet, the big toe mound, baby toe mound. Take a nice long breath in and a long breath out. As you breathe out, pull your navel to your spine and breathe up the back of your body. Hold the chin back so that the chest stays lifted up towards it. Take another breath. If you're feeling good here, you could flow your arms and simply hover. Now, if you're feeling shaky, you could put your feet down and still maintain this little V sit. If you're feeling strong, you can lift your feet about knee height or all the way up to face height. So you choose what degree you're working on today. We'll go for 2 more breaths. Open it up. Expand, even get a little further. Open the V a little wider. You'll find there's a little more quiver, a little more shape, maybe a little less balance. If you're losing it, come back to integrate. Squeeze the knees together, hug inward, and follow the breath. Now we're going to go into what we call low boat. Send your feet away, draw the tail under slightly, but keep some length, like the crown of the head is reaching back, the shoulders stay lifted, there's a little scoop in your low belly. Now from here we'll go to high boat. So catch the backs of the thighs on the first one, pull yourself up with integrity. Then press your feet away. Stretch the crown of the head back, just touch the little bit of the low back down, and then come back up. Now you can stop using the hands behind the thighs if you choose, but see if you can maintain some length, and then lift up with strength. Going low boat, inhale to high boat. Exhale, low boat, inhale, high boat. Come all the way up. One more. Press it out. Come all the way up. Catch the knees. Bring the feet to the floor. Open the knees. And just take your thumbs into those hip flexors. Maybe rock a little side to side. Give the knees a little flutter. Now keep the soles of your feet together. Sit back again, but pull your feet towards you. Now again, you can hold the fronts of the shins and find a balance point here. You can stay right here if this is challenging for you already, or flex the feet, catch your big toe with your peace fingers. Catch your big toe with your peace fingers. We're sitting up on the tail and the sitting bones. Now the knees are wide, but we're squeezing them in towards our outer arm bones. From here, we'll take the feet together up in front. Now as they come up in front, they might want to separate, try to keep them together. Stay tall in the chest, shoulders wide. Maybe take one leg up. It might not get straight right away, so a little bend is okay. Find some balance here. Find your breath. Take the left leg up. Shoulders plugged in. Watch you're not collapsing the front of the body. Stay lifted in the chest. Now you might end up rolling back, and that's fine. When you feel strong and ready, you're pushing up. Now as you push into your toes, your shoulders draw back, your chest lifts up. That bit of tension in the center is what keeps us from falling back. A bend in the knees again is fine here. If your hamstrings are tight, we're focused on these little core Follow the breath. Press up through the toes to create a little more tension. Keep the knees and feet as close as you can. Even if there's some space here, you're still squeezing inward. Eyes up to your toes. And remember that balance is as much in your mind as it is in your body. So steady. Follow the breath. Lift the chest. Press out through the heels. Press up through the toes. Then bend at the knees and gently release down. As you release down, give those knees a little flutter once again. We're going to roll onto our back. Bring the knees in. Catch behind the thighs. Interlock the fingers. Where you interlock, sit back. But this time we're going to roll back. A little bit of momentum. Come all the way up. Get steady. Ooh, might need to touch down to get steady. See if you can do it without touching down. Go back. Roll up. Roll back. Roll up. Roll back. Roll up. This next one, we'll roll back and we'll stay. Roll back, head neutral, legs extend, release the arms. Now this time your arms rise straight up, but make sure the heads of the arm bones come back into the floor. Come back into the floor. So we're not pulling away, we're widening the chest. I might have your hands go a little bit wider. Now again, the knees can have a little bend or be as straight as possible. Take a nice deep breath here. Pull your toes towards you on the exhale. Spread the fingers. Think about drawing your belly button towards the floor. So you're smoothing out this low belly. Take your right arm back and your left arm forward. Try to keep the other limbs exactly at home base. Exhale back to center. Inhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Back to center. So this is step one. You stay here. This is new. This is a mind pattern as much as it is a core building pattern. We're igniting the front body here. We're gifting some space to open up. Now this might be plenty, then stay here. If you want to add a little bit of fire, we'll reverse that direct or opposite hand still, but reach up and try to touch the toe or the outer pinky toe. Come back down with control, back to center. As you reach away, reach up. Now we can add speed if that makes sense, but what starts to often happen is we lose track of where our limbs are in space. So go slow. It's not about flailing around on the floor. It's about finding that core connection. And as much as it might feel good to really get that fire burning, it might feel like a lot. So go back to head rested if the neck and shoulders get tight. Keep the legs long. They might start to bend at the knees here. Go for a couple more, whether the head is lifted or lowered. Little scissor legs with scissor arms. Come back to center and place your feet flat. Take your arms way back behind you. Arc the body open. And then arms come through. Maybe all the way down by your sides. From here, we'll take the right leg straight up. Take your left hand to reach towards your right foot, and your right hand comes behind the head. The head is supported here, because we're going to do a couple pulses. You can hold the head with your hand, reach up to the outer pinky toe, and then think about the exhale, deep exhalation, hollow out the belly. Take a half breath in, and then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Switching feet, switching hands, other side. Reach up and across. Exhale, lift. Half breath in.
And then 10, exhale, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Option here now to lift both legs up. Last one, we point the elbows up, lift the head, or take the arms up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, release the head, release the feet. Deep breath in and a humming breath out. You did it. 10 minutes working that frontline core, igniting that front body, getting your body ready for the day.
Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining me.